So hey man, Kanishq, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm fine. Harsh, how are you?
I'm doing fine too, bro. So here we are, just for an interview kind of thing, so that people at home can make an informed decision. They can learn from you as well, probably be more inspired, or probably take more action on the things they are going through. Okay. So yeah, that's all. That's a major intention behind it, and have a good conversation with you. And if we can learn something from here, that will be amazing. So before starting anything, I would love to know what you are doing, where are you studying, what are you exactly doing right now. A basic brief introduction about yourself.
Hi, myself Kanishq. I am from Patna. I am an engineer by profession, and right now I'm working as a JRF, Junior Research Fellow. I am in IIT Hyderabad.
Chalo, great, great. I couldn't go to IIT, so okay, I coach people from IITs now. That's great. So yeah, we will keep it very candid, and we would love if you can share your experiences, so that yeah, people can form better decisions. So my basic first question is like, what made you choose to work with me on the issues you were going
So,
through? What made you work?
okay, so I attended a few sessions
My
of
my
decided
webinar, basically my webinar, you attended my
yeah,
webinar.
webinar,
Yeah.
and the in webinar when when I followed your instructions and we went into that inner journey, it
Mm-hmm.
was a sort of relaxing for me. I
Mm-hmm.
felt a bit relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why I chose you.
So
And
you can simply feel relaxed when you do meditation. So why you chose me then? Why you spend your money with me? You can feel relaxed through a music or through a meditation as well.
apart from that, since we have some common connections between.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I found at times your suggestions to be quite relevant for me,
Mm-hmm.
very relevant in general.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I chose you.
Okay, so my suggestions were relevant over there, so that's why you had that trust that this person can help me probably. Is that what you trying to convey?
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. So I would love to know before we worked probably for 28 days, 30 days, something like that together. And before we worked, okay, and before you came to me, so what were you going through? What were the challenges that you're going through in your life, and how it
Well,
impacted you? So if you can just describe that, that
well,
would be amazing.
well,
Yeah.
my productivity was very much down.
Okay.
My productivity was very much down,
Hmm.
and right now it is getting better.
Can we talk a little about right now what you were going through? Then we can definitely talk about what kind of
I
changes you
was
got.
going through a very
Yeah.
bad phase, a very
Okay.
bad phase. I was quite disturbed,
Okay.
moving to a completely different part of country. It has its own set of
Hmm.
challenges along
Hmm.
with
Yeah.
at many levels,
Hmm.
all alone.
Hmm.
So yeah, there were a lot of things I was going through all alone,
Hmm.
and yeah, I was very much disturbed.
Yeah. 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 Definitely. And yeah, definitely we are not discussing everything in very detail over here. So yeah. So I know you were going through a very tough time, and definitely we cannot share each and everything every detail over here right now. Okay, because of definitely some concerns. And I'm still very happy that you chose to open up even a bit about the things you're going and the kind of improvements you got.
I was very much overwhelmed, which
Hmm.
has been very much pacified
Hmm.
now.
Great, great. So previously you were very much overwhelmed, and now it's really pacified. Okay. So after we have worked together, so what kind of changes you are observing in yourself? Probably in terms of how you conduct your life, how you're socializing, how you're meeting people, how you're
Like
going about your productivity, your studies, etc. What kind of results you have seen?
socially, obviously, there has been some scale up in my
Hmm.
conversation,
Great.
and like 1 to 2 levels,
Hmm.
because I was never a very bad at socializing, but
Hmm.
yes, it has improvised also a bit, upgraded, I would say.
Hmm.
I feel a sense of calmness, relaxed state, even when I'm at crowded state places.
Okay. So when you feel peace with yourself, not in a rush, kind of.
Yeah.
you feel peace with yourself. That's amazing, man. That's a lot missing nowadays. So let's take few ratings. Okay, let's take few rating out of 10. Okay. So before working with me, what was your self esteem or self worth? If you want to give a number, zero being the
It was
least, 10 being the highest.
it was around 2.
Okay, but before we worked, you were like it was zero. You know, because
Yeah,
zero one.
matlab, yeah, we can say 0, 1, 2. It's never states that.
What is the
It's
number? क्योंकि तूने को बार बार zero बोला था.
right now it is at 7.
What was your before working with me? What was your level of self acceptance? Again, zero being the least, 10 being the highest. What was that?
1,
Okay, now
7.
that's amazing, man. That's really a good growth from 1 to 7. What's your general overall happiness? What was it was previously and how it is now?
Well, that has actually changed. Yeah, I was in tough phase.
Yeah. So what was that previously and what is that now?
I would say 1,
Okay.
7.
And now 7. That's amazing. And that's again a great growth. And uh, in terms of your social comfortability,
Hmm.
what was that previously and now how it is?
4, 6.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah. So you got disconnected in between. So what I was simply talking that you probably got around 200, 300 or 400% or even more result growth in
Yeah.
the things we worked on. So I'm just curious to know this. Let's say, what kind of things you tried before coming and working with me? What sorts of things you tried to overcome this thing? Or
Uh,
yeah.
Honestly, I was not in real a very, very good state. Actually, I started this
Hmm.
when I was at very low point of my life. I would
Yeah.
can say that lowest point. तो उस
Lowest
वक्त
point in your
मैंने
life.
try करने के state में था ही नहीं.
Acha. But some of the challenges you shared, they were quite long, or they were a lot of them probably started when you were a teen as well. So did you did something at that time to overcome them or anything like that? You just started trying something.
Yeah, actually I read a lot of books.
Okay.
I was doing my things and it helped to a degree,
Yeah.
but nothing like, yeah, they
Okay.
did.
Definitely
Yeah,
grew.
everything does. Their own pick up share, right? But
Yeah,
nothing
yeah, yeah.
can.
So what was the difference? Like probably before coming to me, probably was definitely you're a person who loves to read as well.
Mhm.
He was exploring himself as well, trying new
Yeah,
things as well. I know you are into probably some poetry or kind of thing like that as well. I just saw you holding a mic or something like that. And you do some
yeah,
those kind of open mics as well. So you
yeah,
tried things which help generally a person to improve their self confidence and things. So even after you would bring those kind of things for us so long years, still you had that self-esteem at the range of 1 or 2,
yeah.
sometimes zero as well. So you came to me now; it's pretty good. It's around 6 or 7 for you. So what do you think? What's the major difference that
Um,
yeah, what's the major, what was the reason you think you got this kind of change that too under some 28, 30 days, 31 days, whatever the kind of duration we work around
major
the,
dif-
yeah,
Major difference, I would say, like after practicing the NLP
yeah,
sessions,
yeah,
the changes are immediate.
hmm,
The
yeah,
changes are immediate.
hmm.
This is, I would say, a major difference. Like through
They were
any
not only
other
the
means,
surface level. They were not
yeah,
only the surface level.
yeah, through any other means, it would take longer time, much longer time.
Yeah, you were doing them for a lot of years,
Yeah,
Hannah.
and it would require a hell lot of effort as
True, true. A lot of effort, a lot of commitment as well, and probably you're just focusing on,
well. Efforts, commitment, time,
yeah.
everything.
True, true. And one of the, if you just agree to be on this, I'm just having a, this comes to my head a lot of times. When you're just trying to improve that thing, that can be improved in under few hours. है ना? your whole energy is going into that thing only, because always you have that thought behind your head. You're not at your best. You're already having that rage or feeling bad about yourself. A lot of your time, a lot of your years get spoiled in that,
Hmm.
and you're probably not able to focus on the other things that you can probably develop or improve, or which are more significant, or
Hmm.
the things you want to grow. Am I right that way?
Yeah,
Great. Okay. So the major difference you found was that those things were probably at the surface level, and this worked very at the deeper levels. Okay.
and in a very faster, on a very
Yeah.
faster fashion.
Yeah. It was pretty quick. The kind of changes you got to that were pretty quick. Okay. So tell me this, like just to understand you better. So before coming and working with me, what were your thoughts about this mind programming or changing your subconscious patterns,
Well,
programming
I
your
was just
mind? Yeah. What
well,
were
I
your
was
thoughts?
just open about the idea.
Okay. So were
Yeah,
there
that
any previous notions about it? Have you heard anything about it?
no,
Okay.
because in my life I had diversified experiences.
Okay.
Because, yeah,
So because of that, you're an open-minded person. That was the only reason that you thought, "Ki, let me go and see what's
yeah, I
how it
just
works."
came with an open mind. Let's explore.
Okay. Great, 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 great. Because some
In
people
worst
have
case, I'll
some.
get an experience.
The worst case,
In worst case, I'll get an experience.
yeah, probably yeah, you will get an experience. True, true, true. That's a really nice thing to have. And uh, a lot of time a lot of people are simply putting off these things. The kind of things you were also going for a lot of years. I also did put it. I remember putting when I was into a depression phase, I didn't tell my parents for approximately 6 months, and I used to stay at my friend's place. But before
Mhm.
that, I was going through for that phase of that kind of phase probably from last 10 years of my life.
Mhm.
Since the age of 15, no, since the age of 11 or 12 probably. So a lot of people just simply put on these and put off these, and you also did it some way or the other. Okay. So what will you recommend people who are at home, or people who are just putting off working on these things? What will you recommend? What will you share to them?
Just try, give it a try.
Any reason why they should try, why they should address it as soon as possible?
Because it's a powerful technique.
I'm not
It
talking
helps.
about the technique over here. I'm simply asking the people who are going through these issues and who are putting off these issues. They're not even taking a single step. They're not probably just putting going to probably not even reading a book, or not even going on a call with a coach even.
Mhm.
Okay, not even a single call. Ki, this is my issue. This is my issue. How you can help me? They are not just simply going on that. Okay, I hope you got my question now. They are going through that issues. So what will you ask the people? What will you recommend these people who are probably going through these
Well, like
lot of, yeah,
you got to be your own savior. Nobody else can save
true.
you. You got to be your own savior, right?
Hmm. Nice. That's a nice line. You've got to be your own savior. That's
Yeah.
open mic is coming up. So nice.
Ah, thank
Nice,
you.
nice. Any other thing you want to share?
Unless you take your action,
Hmm.
unless you decide that you you do not belong to this state and you should not be here,
Hmm.
and you decide to take an action about that,
Yeah.
even God cannot help you. Nothing in the universe can help you unless you want to.
True. If you don't try to take action, even the universe, even God won't help you. Can't help you. And
Yeah.
I believe it's totally not worth it even staying in that phase for years and months, wasting a lot of your time that can be utilized in your probably in your career, maybe the things which are more important to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more relevant to you.
yeah, which gives you more happiness. Why you want to stay in the stuck state that probably you can get over in few hours, few days, or probably few weeks. And how are the rituals that we taught you, or the things which we taught you, the bonus we
Rituals
gave
are
you?
amazing. Rituals are the best part about
They
the
are the
whole.
best part.
Yeah, they are the
Okay.
best part.
If you can just describe your experience, and you can just give the overall experience a rating out of 10, what will be that? Can you describe the experience and a rating out of 10?
Okay, experience has been really good.
Hmm. And can you explain it? How it was good? Why it was good? The things
because
you loved about the
even
program, whole,
when
whole
like
journey. Yeah.
what I really loved about my program that my schedule is very hectic. I was a lot occupied into different stuff, but you followed me up really well, even more than I did. You followed me, really well.
Hmm.
Followed me up, yeah.
Yeah. So I followed you and I was constantly pushing ki bhai, if I used to feel ki there's a niggle, I also suggested some sessions ki let's do some sessions. Sometimes you suggested, sometimes I also suggested. And anything else apart from that, apart from me following or keeping the accountability for you or pushing you, anything else that you loved? Apart and the rituals you told, rituals were amazing. Anything else apart from that?
Just the fact that there's NLP work, but it's quick. It works too quickly.
Okay, the things we did, they worked really quickly for you. And if you talk about any kind of inferiority complex kind of things, how it dropped from high to low. What was the thing?
8 3
8 to
3.
3.
And being very honest, it is because of all the contributing factors which I have tried.
Okay, so let's we talk about this month only. I'm talking again about this month only. ठीक है, जब हमने साथ में काम किया तब से तब कितना फॉल आया? आई एम आस्किंग अगेन अबाउट दैट. आई एम नॉट आस्किंग अबाउट अदर थिंग्स.
No, in
Yeah.
the same month,
Okay, okay, okay.
while practicing NLP as well,
Hmm.
I tried something else too,
Hmm.
right? And
Hmm.
they both contributed well,
Hmm.
and it reduced quite.
चलो. So how was ठीक है, so it ultimately dropped from 8 to 3. Ultimately, if that worked with in a tandem as well. So what were the other things that you were trying to do? You were talking to probably strangers, probably took one other thing that I won't be taking name. Probably you were doing something like that as well. That's very personal to you. Anything else apart from that you were doing? Talking to strangers, open mics, anything else?
Yeah, I think we spoke about it
Mm-hmm.
in our call
Yeah, yeah. So
on our
you were doing that as well.
conversation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Apart from that, anything else?
no,
Okay. So you
2 3
were.
practices I was consciously doing.
Mm-hmm. Chalo.
Yeah,
That's great. So overall,
along with
you,
the
yeah,
session, along with the session.
great, great. So I'm really happy about the overall results you have gotten by any means you got, and I'm really happy that I was able to contribute significantly in that as well. So yeah, anything, and then yeah, in the end, you want to share anything
No,
else,
thank
anything?
you so very much.
Yeah, thanks to you, man, too, for you doing this
Yeah,
as well. Yeah. So let's end this and yeah, hope to see you in future. Stay connected. Take care. Bye bye.
sure. I hope you stay connected too.
Yeah, I am always
Bye.
connected.